Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynda, and I would like to thank you for tuning into those energies and influences that are coming through for your monthly reading for December 2019. Crosswatcher energies are interchangeable, and please only take those portions that resonate with you. Okay, Capricorn, off camera I've performed a protective blessing. I've meditated over and shuffled these cards just for you. Your first card, it's the general atmosphere. It's the basis and the issue of the matter. This is the situation. The Six of Swords, Capricorn, air energy. This card represents moving away from difficulties. This is a mental healing. It's relief from mental stress. It's leaving your troubles behind. It's a transition and recovery. It can represent movement of any kind, even travel over water. This can be someone's Mercury in Aquarius. This is a change that will go smoothly. It's a transition. Could be going on a short trip somewhere, even a spiritual journey. The storm is broken and now calm is setting in. So be open for how things develop and have patience. This was someone in a somber state. They're coasting along. They may be feeling weighed down by heavy thoughts and emotions. This is a move to a more pleasant environment. It can be a release of tension and anxiety after a period of strain or confusion or something destructive. This is a calming of emotions, and healing has begun. It's a mental shift. It's being pensive, melancholy, cautiously hopeful, coping, riding out rough times, getting by despite some troubles, and slowly recuperating. Your second card, and this is the energy that's crossing over your path. These are your subconscious influences. The Eight of Swords, Capricorn, more air energy. This is a feeling of being stuck, blind to possibilities. This is bondage. It's a temporary durance with a restriction. It's possibly some limiting beliefs. Could be a possible accidental interference. This can represent someone's Jupiter in Gemini. This could be a fear to move out of a situation, but it's you being your own worst enemy because it's you that can change matters. This is a bad situation that is temporary. You're feeling trapped, maybe making excuses, maybe victim mentality. You'll need to use courage to think in a new way and cast off bonds and obligations. And in this situation at hand, unless you change habitual behavior, you'll not get any further. And when you dwell on wrong thoughts and ideas, it will bind you from moving forward. You may be fearful of moving out of a situation that is binding. And although these restrictions are self-imposed because of fear and indecision, a sign will come to show the way. There are problems to overcome and decisions to make, and you will not remain stuck. You're feeling like you're trapped with no way out, but there is a solution to every problem. This could be someone that dislikes their work, but does it anyway. This is self-doubt. It's not seeing clearly. This is feeling bound by circumstances. You're not really confined. This is only thinking that you are, and that thinking makes it so. They're mind force manacles, prisons of doubts, thoughts, resentments, judgments, obsessions, and projections. And the Six of Swords with the Eight of Swords, this is confused about a move. You might be feeling out of place. And now your third card, this is how it affects you. These are the external influences that you are aware of. This can be your attitude. The Nine of Wands, Capricorn, fire energy. This is a card of being defensive, leery. You're looking over your shoulder. It's defensive. This is a card of strength and determination. You might be feeling tired. It's strength in waiting. It's attainment and completion and reflection. It's the strength to overcome trouble. It's confronting difficulties and the end of a cycle. And now it's victory through courage and endurance. This is the pause in the struggle. It's preparedness and strength in reserve. There is eventual victory, but steady force must be applied. This can represent someone's moon being in Sagittarius. This is a card of recovery. And you're in a strong position, and success is at hand. 9 represents completion, indicating a job is done. You've planned well and wisely, and your relationships are developing positively, and you're moving forward with a sense of purpose and direction. This can be a test of faith. If there is still opposition, your skills will prevail against this opposition. This is standing your ground, and through effort and your determination, you defend and protect what is yours. The 6 of Swords with the 9 of Wands, this is keep going because endurance is going to see you through. Your 4th card, it's the future, it's the results, it's the outcome and the resolution. And this can be a surprise, being in the future position. Number 1 of the major arcana in the Rider-Waite deck, the Magician. This can be a Gemini or a Virgo. The ruling planet is Mercury. This is someone that has a power that they are able to draw from above to materialize their desires. This is creative power, intention, and a will. It's a masculine energy card. The Mercury always represents us. This is the harmonious interaction of the conscious and the subconscious, idea and feeling, desire and emotion, as in the law of attraction. As above, so below, as within, so without. So remain conscious of your thoughts, because you can make things happen, and stay focused on your goals. This is a time for creation and beginning and taking on challenges. These are new opportunities and a time for action, and there's potential in abundance. This is a very important beginning. You'll need to work to achieve your goal. It's practical action, using your will and mastery and your organizational skills and creative talents. You're consciously creating your life experience, and you're a master at your craft. You're definite in your views, you're determined, and you can make things happen in your life. This is the ability and usually the will to succeed. It's action and changes and new starts, and this is favorable for work. Something exciting is about to start. The 6 of Swords with the Magician, this is a successful move. And now your 5th card. It's the bottom of the deck card. The underlying issue. This is what's unseen. It's unseen, it's because you're not sharing it with others, but you are consciously aware of this. The 2 of Swords, Capricorn. The air energy. This is representing your indecision. Now that blindfold is on both of you, and the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Swords here, which represents you may not be seeing something that's directly in front of you. This represents indecision, stalemate, standstill. You might be working at cross purposes with another person. This can be someone's moon in Libra. This is postponed decisions. You'll need to look honestly at a change that needs to be made and ask questions. You need more facts and contemplate your options. It's putting off making a decision for now, feeling uncertain, or you may not wish to hurt someone or offend someone that's involved. You might be ignoring your emotions and using logic to deny how you're feeling, or you may be denying the truth of something so you don't have to deal with it. But ignorance or denial can cause you to be stuck in a circular emotional pattern. This is a situation of great tension. Being at a crossroads with another person and neither wants to give in. You'll need to take the high road in this situation. Someone feels like if they do not confront the issue at hand, it might just go away. But with courage, a change can be made, and often good comes out of what appears to be a bad situation. This is being frightened or unsure of which way to move, so that then you do nothing at all except trying to ignore it. Could be impatient for change and yet doing nothing about it. This is an interaction between two people and their thoughts. It's avoiding conflict, maybe acting uninterested, and keeping the peace. And someone might just need some space to be theirself. The Six of Swords with the Two of Swords is a logical move. It's staying calm when moving to a new place. The Eight of Swords with the Nine of Wands, this is feeling stuck because of too much caution, or feeling defensive and not knowing what to do. The Eight of Swords with the Magician, this is receiving mixed messages. It's a need to have self-confidence. It could also be someone staying aloof, due to the confusion that is surrounding you. The Eight of Swords with the Two of Swords, this is of blind devotion. It may be a fear to upset others and not seeing what is right in front of you. And the Nine of Wands with the Magician, this is battling with a liar who is very convincing. The Nine of Wands with the Two of Swords, this is unable to make a decision due to instability. It could be cutting your losses and saying no. The Magician with the Two of Swords, this is refusing to state feelings. Could be refusing to make a decision that would manipulate someone else. And now here is your advice from the Oracle deck. Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. Capricorn, you've got DNA, which represents karma. DNA. Karma, a concept in many Eastern religions, is a Sanskrit word implying the greater universal laws of cause and effect, providing an implied code of ethics within the structure of the seemingly endless cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, which we experience throughout our lives in many different versions. The mistaken notion about karma is that it's some kind of punishment, but it's far from that. In fact, in its purest form, it simply asserts that our conduct in this lifetime will determine our next incarnation. It has also come to mean how our behavior and actions in this lifetime create consequences, in a slightly different version of the Golden Rule. We not only carry our soul's karma into this lifetime, but also embedded in this complex coding of our DNA is our genetic ancestral karma. The double helix structure of DNA contains codes that have been passed down from our parents and grandparents, as well as our ancestors. Therefore, we have some of the same genetic information that comes from the DNA of very early humans. In this card, we see two intertwined serpents with double helixes on either side. Variations of this archetypal image exist in many cultures, both traditional and contemporary. It is a graphic representation of the most ancient ancestry we can lay claim to, our DNA, the fundamental substance of life itself that provides substantial determination of our life path. Capricorn, aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self long before you had begun to take form. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that came together in the creation of you. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this pattern to some extent, as you evolve. In your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make choices that shift and modify this ancestral design. This is one of those times. You can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic, yet you also recognize a persistent and loving communication from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is up to you, but know that every time that you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. Fate is that which we cannot change. Destiny is that which you are meant to do. Fate is what happens to us if we do not take the responsibility for our life. Destiny is what happens when we commit to growing and learning and taking chances. Being destined for greatness only comes through active, conscious decisions. Fate is what you cannot change because you never try for greatness, and destiny is potential. Thanks, you guys, Capricorn. I hope you stay tuned in and leave me a comment or a thumbs up, and please subscribe. Now remember, what goes around comes around, so I'm sending you out love and light and blessings. Thanks for watching.